Johnny's New York-style pizza in LaGrange to give you the inside scoop on Troup Tigers football.
And welcome to 2018 Troup Tiger football season. Wow, it's kind of hard to believe it's already here. Has it been 12 months? No, it's only been 9, but it seems like 12. But I tell you what, people they're so hungry for football. And speaking of hungry, you guys come on out. We're going to be each and every Monday night here at Johnny's Pizza here on Lafayette Parkway. Troup High Tigers will be on each and every Monday night at 8 o'clock. 8 to 8:30. So you guys come on out a little early and grab you some pizza, calzones, great sub sandwiches now. If you want it, if it's pasta, they've got it. Come on out and join us, and then sit around and catch what Coach Glisson has to say about the previous week's game. Speaking of that, we didn't have a game Friday night, but we did have a scrimmage game basically a week and a half ago against Northside Columbus, and it's a team that really has been coming on strong the last couple of years, and I think they might have made the playoffs last year. I'm not sure, but I believe they did. And people talk about a scrimmage game, but I know Coach Wiggins just mentioned to you that he came to watch and he thought you guys did a good job. And
he didn't offer me in that pizza he has over there, though.
I tell you what, though, he's not going to now because he's like a gerbil. He's got his mouth full.
He doesn't even know I'm talking about him. Look at him.
But it was a good game, and the thing is, the starters played maybe a quarter and a half, I believe, if I can recall correctly. But all in all, a good preseason performance. But you guys have been really getting ready for this thing for a long time, and even when you set your schedule up, people who now look at the schedule and realize, there are no more Bowdens willing to stand up and say, "Hey, Coach, I'd love to play you."
Yeah, when we were 1-9, there was a lot of people calling, it was a good deal for that scrimmage. Northside's got a good football team. They went 8-3 last year. They have over 30 seniors on this year's squad, so they're going to have a fine football team. We felt like we played well in some areas, and for a scrimmage, and we'll get ready to kick it off this Friday up at Ridgeland. And Ridgeland, I think, was 11-1 last year. Went 10-0 in the regular season, won the region championship in 6 Quad A. And so they just played in the Corky Kell Classic,
right.
Lost to Calhoun, who has won several state championships in the last few years.
And, it was tied at halftime. So
Yep. It could have been up, actually. They had a kickoff return, call back, and then
that's right.
The last play of the half, I was sitting down around the 5-yard line. I thought the guy scored. I thought he was laying on a guy and rolled over into the end zone, but, the referees, closer than I am. That's right. And so, but it'll be a good atmosphere for us, and it'll be a good test right off the bat. Well,
yeah, I just wanted to kind of go over just this past weekend's game. Some of these non-region teams that we're going to be playing. Ridgeland started out. They had a tough game. We just talked about. They lost to Calhoun, 45-21. Carver of Columbus beat Harris County 20-16. Right. And then, of course, Columbus beat Spencer 42-6.
That was surprising to me. Not that I'm surprised that Columbus won, but by how much I was kind of surprised because Spencer's pretty athletic, and they're in Callaway's region, and they play good football. And but for Columbus to jump on them 42-6 was surprising.
Well, I was talking at office today there at Mud Creek Graphics, plug. Anyway, we were talking about, Columbus. I said, and the guy says, Columbus? I said, look, I've said before, last couple of years, you used to could check off Columbus as an automatic. That's not so anymore. And as the score 42-6, and so Columbus's football program has come around a lot the last few years. I think they even made the playoff last year.
I think so too, and because we're coming off a opening game this Friday where we have to travel a ways away, then we got to turn around and play again next Thursday night against Columbus at home. So that's going to be a game we better be prepared for.
And we'll talk about this in just a minute, but you guys that are listening real quickly, if you want to go to the Ridgeland game, and please do so. Let's all, I think, Coach, you put it on the Troup High Touchdown Club Facebook page. You guys check it out. If you're not a member, if you're not following it, go ahead and go to the Facebook page, Troup High Touchdown Club, like it, and you'll get all kind of updates of what's going on. But I believe someone is coordinating a bus So many tickets are for sale if you want to take the tour bus up. It is about 175 miles, 180 miles up there. And I tell you why, you got to go up to exit 350 on Interstate 75, and then about 10 miles east, actually over into Walker County, past Lakeview Fort Oglethorpe High School is where Ridgeland High School is. Great campus. It's just off the beaten path. It's a long way up there. We're probably 10 to 15 miles from Chattanooga, if you will. So it's worth a trip. And you Tiger fans, man, let's get out there and rally up. And it's the first game, so let's come out of there. You know, Ridgeland, with a loss under their belt, they're going to come out with a little extra incentive. They don't want to go 0-2, and of course the Tigers certainly want to start out with a win this year. Yeah, and that's right. And you're going on down to the region contest this week. Cartersville wound up beating Allatoona 35-0, and you know, just a couple of years ago, Allatoona won their state championship, I believe.
That's right.
Was it 5A or 6A?
They did. Mm-hmm.
And then here's a shocker. I just saw this like, wow, Chapel Hill beat Noonan 10-7, and I say that because Noonan is 7A. They're one of the largest high schools, and you know, and they're trying to work their program back with. I think it's
Chip Walker.
Chip Walker.
Yep.
I want to say McDonald, but now McDonald's back at Northgate or up at Northgate, kind of a musical chairs in coaching. Central Carroll wound up beating South Atlanta 21-20, and Heard County beat LaGrange 10-3. So those are some of the region teams that we've got to meet. But wow, where did Chapel Hill come from all of a sudden?
You know, Chapel Hill was a playoff team last year in our region. Mm-hmm. Actually, they got beat in the first round by Ridgeland.
That's right. Okay.
And I think it was I saw a score the other day. Somebody said 63-7. I don't remember it being that bad. I hope I'm wrong by saying that.
In the playoffs?
In the playoffs in the first round.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But for them to go up there and beat Noonan, who we played in the spring game,
mm-hmm.
you know, that says a lot about what Coach has got going with his program at Chapel Hill, and because you know Noonan's well coached and well prepared.
That's right. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Troup High Coaches Show here live from Johnny's Pizza on the Parkway. You guys come on out and join us. We'll be right back.
Talking with Perry Prather here from Holmes Pharmacy. And Perry, I know that some people out there might find themselves without a pharmacist, or maybe their pharmacy has done something else and they're not available to them anymore, and they've got to make some decisions. And y'all really work hard to earn people's business.
If you find yourself needing a pharmacy home, and we're one of the few last independents available out there, and we treat you like family. We'd love to have you earn your business. Come in. All of our pharmacists are from here in LaGrange. Probably most of us all grew up in LaGrange. If you looking for a pharmacy, we'd love to have you. We deliver. We can cater to you. If you're having trouble taking your medicine, we have packaging available, several options on that to help organize your medicine, sync programs to help get your medicine for you when you need it without running out. And we also deliver. So with those things available, just give us a shot. Come by and give us a chance to earn your business.
Come see your hometown pharmacy, Commerce Avenue, Hamilton, and inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing. Holmes Pharmacy, and on the web at holmespharmacy.com.
Hey, it's T-O-double-D, Todd Parrish here with Kia LaGrange. A big thank you to everyone who helped us make the Stuff the Bus campaign a success. As our way of saying thanks, we are having a back-to-school sale on all new Kias. You can ride home today in a brand-new 2018 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,888. The 2018 Kia Optima LX has a head-turning style inside and out. Stop by 1217 Lafayette Parkway or shop online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Stop number 110619. Price plus tax, second title. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the Coach's Corner live at Johnny's New York Style Pizza on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High Football here at the Coaches Show. I'm your host, Greg Hicks, along with head coach Tanner Glisson. We're just kind of getting in the groove this year for the upcoming season. We've got a opening night is this Friday night up at Ridgeland High School, really in Rossville or Lakeview. I mean, at Fort Oglethorpe area, and it's a ways up there. You guys Google it, but also get on the Troup High Facebook page. It's Troup High Touchdown Club. Look at that, because Coach G's always helping us out with a post, and we're always putting posts on there. You get a lot of information off of the Troup High Touchdown Club Facebook page. So go ahead and like us tonight and see what we've got going on. But we'll go down through the schedule real quick. We're going to open up with Ridgeland. We're going to come back. It's a long trip up there. So we'll be getting back early Saturday morning. Then we'll come back next Thursday night to play Columbus at home, which won their opener last night or this past Friday night against Spencer, 42-7 we just talked about. And then, of course, the next week we'll be traveling down to the next county to play Harris County. And then we're coming home to play Callaway, which everybody knows the last several years Callaway's been really, really, really tough. And that's going to be another tough ball game. So that's your 4 non-region contests before we move over into region play. And wow, if Chapel Hill didn't open up with a 10-7 victory over 7A Noonan this past Friday night. And, of course, Georgia High School's got Sandy Creek ranked again this year. And don't know where that came from. And, of course, you got LaGrange under new head coach, was it Chuck Gibbs, I believe. Then you got Cedartown, which is last year's playoff team and kind of beat us in the region play. And then you got Central Carroll, which you never know about these guys. They're constantly – they could come back and sneak up on you. And then, of course, we know Cartersville. Cartersville's just Cartersville. So there's our schedule, and it's tough. So you guys, we expect you to be out there every Friday night. The last few years we've traveled great together, and we would expect no less of everybody on Friday night, Coach.
Yeah, and just looking at this schedule here, it's something we put together with our non-region schedule, trying to prepare us for what we think is one of the toughest region schedules in the state of Georgia. Mm-hmm. And you don't get too many complaints when you start talking about the Chapel Hill, Sandy Creek, Cedar Towns, Cartersville. Then you have a rivalry game with us in LaGrange, and then you have Central Carrollton, who is really, really coached very well with Coach Smiley and his group. So this non-region schedule with Ridgeland, Columbus, Harris County, and Callaway was trying to upgrade to prepare us for that. Mm-hmm. And so you look at a Ridgeland team who was ranked in the preseason top 10. We have to go to their place. They've already played one game on the year, and we have not. So, we better be prepared with that one. We've already talked about Columbus beating Spencer. Mm-hmm. And they're similar classification, as far as size-wise to enrollment as we are. Then you have Harris County, who's a class above us, and so we'll travel down. They were also a playoff team last year, and like I said, everybody knows how good Callaway is and what kind of program Coach Wiggins and those guys have. So that schedule right there, preseason or non-region schedule, I should say, there's 3 playoff teams from last year on that non-region schedule. And then you jump into our region schedule and you look at all the teams that are ranked there with those guys that, we've already talked about. But
obviously 3 of our opponents went to the playoffs, obviously. So
obviously, yeah.
That's 6 playoff games where teams were playing.
That's right. So we're excited about it. It presents a unique challenge each and every week. But I think this is a veteran football team that we have, and so hopefully they know what it's about week to week.
Mm-hmm. Well, we it's exciting. You're in your 4th season here at Troup High. The first season was certainly a memorable one, especially that last game of the season.
Hey, you about called me when I took a sip of water.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get you choked up, but literally. I tell you, that just shows you. You can turn things around. You're probably not going to do it in year 1, but you're certainly going to have your bumps and bruises and a lot of learning lessons, which we did, and all that hard work and promises that it'll pay off if you'll just keep working hard. That last game of the year, we went to Whitewater and wound up winning that football game, and what a great way to end that season. I know you can't really look and say, well, that was a great season. It wasn't, but it was a learning season. And the kids went off on a positive note and had so much to look forward to for your second year. And the Tigers came back. And it's obviously went to the playoffs in the last 2 years. First round, then went to the second round. And, one of those if, and we came that close to wind up just getting past St. Pius as well. So we're just going to keep trugging along, and we enjoy watching this team improve, and your coaching staff obviously improving week to week, and the expectations of the players are still high, and what have you. So,
yeah, it's so just running out of time there that first year.
Yeah.
We reeled off 8 losses in a row. And so winning that one kind of got us over the hump, and then coming into that next year, we lost that opening game to Hardaway and then won 8 in a row. And then, we've kind of built off of that over the last couple of years. But, we're excited. It's really where we thought or had hoped that it would be going into year 4. And with a veteran group of guys who have played a lot of football. They're strong. They're fast. They're coachable. The coaching staff, we have continuity. We've kept people around. And so I think we checked a lot of the boxes of things that were asked of us when we were hired.
Right.
And so we're excited. One thing is they wanted to be relevant, not only in our region but at a state level. And so I would venture to say we're relevant at this point. And so we'll see if we can build off of that of last year's season.
And if we can just sustain it, that's the challenge there. All right, we're going to take another short break. Listen to Troup High Coaches Show here live at Johnny's Pizza. We'll be back.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Let me ask you a question. What do you see when you look at your car? Do you just see taillights? Or your dog's tail wagging when you first brought him home? Do you see 4 tires or 2 tired kids in the back seat after their first day of school? Other insurance companies just see a car, but a State Farm agent sees what your car really means to you. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moose Map here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football. And we also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the Coach's Corner live at Johnny's New York Style Pizza on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, welcome back to a packed house here at Johnny's Pizza. Everybody give 5. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Raise it up. I'm telling you, it's only going to get better as the football season comes along. We'll be giving away specials and promotions. And so you guys, once again, make plans every Monday night to be out here. You can be out here as early as 7 o'clock if you want. Jack Mormon will be hosting Coach Chambers from LaGrange College, then followed that up with Callaway football with Wiggins, and Brandon Brooks will be there. And then you and I will be here, Coach, at 8 o'clock. And then the new LaGrange coach will be here at 8 o'clock. And I think Jack will be hosting that as well from 8:30 to 9. So a full night every Monday night of high school football. You guys come on out, listen, talk to your coach. Ask him questions. You can do it after the show because we'll be right here. They normally get here early, so you can corral them, introduce yourself, talk with them. Love for you guys, fans, to come on out. We had some good crowds last year, and we'd expect to have the same type of crowds this year. Hey, we've kind of talked about the preseason game a little bit. We talked about our scheduling a little bit, and so now let's talk about kind of your players and who maybe is some of your returning players, the key guys on the team, offensively and defensively, and maybe a couple of guys who all of a sudden you've seen that's, wow, he's he's coming about. Look who we got surprising us now.
Well, we have a pretty veteran team. Offensively, the offensive line has played a lot of football. When you start talking about Gabe Hubbard and Kobe Harry and J. Brody Messer and Riley Bowles and Hunter Bass, Michael Irvin, Gabe Hubbard, that whole crew right there, Stephen Messer, Mickey Gerald, all those guys, we can roll all those guys through there and not miss a beat. So we feel pretty good in that area. Kobe Hudson, we're taking him from wide receiver, putting him at quarterback, and also Nick Schweizer. So those guys will kind of alternate in and out, whoever's got the hot hand. I think Luke Purnell is going to do us a good job at tight end. Colby Bridwell, that was a senior that graduated. He did us a great job, and that was a void in the roster there. So Luke has really stepped in really well. I think at the running back position, I think Trey Williams is going to be a surprise. Tyree Carlisle had a lot of carries last year. He's still here with us. But he's also playing a little bit more defense because Trey looks like he can handle a little bit more of a load. Wide receiver-wise, I think there's some tremendous players out there. I think you got Jamari Thrash, obviously. I think Jarrell Smith is going to take a big step this year. I think that Mark Anthony Dixon, obviously everybody knows what kind of speed he has coming in third in the 100 meters. And then I think a guy that's new to us named Trey Mitchell may get some reps out there, so we'll kind of see how it goes.
He got him a touchdown the other night.
Yeah, he did. He did. We've may surprise some people if you hadn't seen us already, moving Joko Willis to some wide receiver.
I saw that.
And try to get another physical body over there on that side. Keem Akuta may even slide in at tight end once or twice.
We know he can catch it.
That's right.
They certainly made a lot of kickoffs to him.
Exactly. On the defensive side, we're in a similar boat. We bring back 9 starters on the defensive side. You start talking about those people up front. You're talking about the Andy Boykins, Khalif Thorntons. I think Jeremiah Holston is ready for a good year. Monte Hall's up front. Also Royce White. And
as a freshman, sophomore. He actually played really well. Got into a lot of key plays last time.
He did, and I'll tell you another sophomore is going to play really well up front is Jordan Adams. He's going to do a good job up front as well. And then you start talking about those guys that ram and line that we have outside where we have Keem Akuta, Joko Willis, but we also have Devin Hill, who's doing a really good job outside. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people this year. He's playing his best football since he's been with us. Zy Varner's out there on that edge as well, and he's coming to his own a little bit. On the back end, you have Alonzo Ogletree, Tay Dix, and Tyree Carlisle playing some corner. And then at safety positions, you have Jace Godwin, Nick Ligon. You're going to run Jamari Thrash out there, son, and Trey Mitchell as well.
And, in Godwin, speaking of him, he was just a freshman last year. He learned a lot, and he's
I mentioned that to our staff the other day because we've been hard on Jason the last couple of weeks because of where the position that he's playing. And I told him, I said, hey, guys, we got to remind ourselves that, he's a sophomore, and got a number of reps last year, but he was still a freshman, and we spot played him. But being a sophomore and being a first-year starter, but the name coming with that as well. Godwin, a lot of people expect a lot of it, and he's going to be a good player. But we also forget that he's a sophomore, and he's going to make some sophomore mistakes, but he's very cerebral. He makes good decisions, and I'm glad he's on our side.
I tell you, you talk about names that's been around or that's going to be around, but been around, you think, when you say Kobe Hudson, people say, well, he's a senior, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I left off real quick. I left off our interior linebackers with Kevin Martin.
That's
a name that's been around a long time. And Jatavian Smith.
That's right.
And then behind those guys, we have Jabraylin Gooden and Corey Cato. So all those guys have been around a while.
It's just it's crazy. When you're a 4-year high school starter, which are few, but they are out there, the Kobe Hudsons and the Jace Godwins.
Think of it like this. That first year we were here, we started like 5 or 6 freshmen, okay? In the 8 and 3 year, we started like 3 or 4, okay? Last year, we started Jace Godwin.
Yeah.
And so now you've seen that number trickle down every year.
That's right.
So now we've built it to the point where we have some
You really shouldn't have a lot of freshmen
That's
starting.
correct. Not at this level.
Yeah, if he's starting, he's must be
He's either real special or you're going to have a pretty rough year. It's one of the two. So.
Well, we're excited about it. I know you've mentioned plenty of players, and I think everybody's getting hungry to get this season started. So, again, Friday night, Ridgeland High School way up in North Georgia. You guys, let's all make a big convoy and head up and let's cheer home the Tigers, and hopefully we'll bring back a victory Friday night. With that, I'm your host, Greg Hicks, along with head coach Tanner Glisson. We'll be back here next Monday night at 8 o'clock here on the radio. You guys join us either on the radio or bring your family out and have some pizza, calzones, and whatever else Johnny's Pizza has to offer. With that, we'll see you guys next week on Tiger Football.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate